So hey everyone, hope you're enjoying our previous classes. So last classes we have learned about image prompting. So today we are going to learn about what to avoid in prompting, image creation element, art of crafting queries in GPT. So stay connected and enjoy the session.
So mostly when you are doing all the stuff, something you should not do, what we call what to avoid in prompting. Okay, so mostly that is another problem with Chat GPT or Dell E. They understand um, American English. In American English, baseball is their football, and soccer means football. Okay, soccer ball means football. So that's how they created one ball, which is football from the American English perspective. And it is 3D in nature and it is moving. That's okay. So here you understand that you need to understand the basic English very clearly to give the instructions or prompts. What you should not do. First thing, don't touch any copyright content, okay, which are already used in like logos, artwork, which are having the copyrights. Okay, so if you tomorrow upload a image of TCS or Airtel and try to tweak and make it new, so when the inquiry will happen, they can find this source image, okay, and you'll be in trouble. So avoid the copyright content. Privacy concern. Any privacy related to any kind of a prompting is hampering to anybody, do not do that. Do not tweak or recreate the images which will hamper to anybody. It is serious offense in the world of uh, digital world. So it may happen that, okay, you may be banned from internet. Now, you can say how to know who is doing what. So that is very easy these days. Okay. So anybody can enter anywhere. So that's how, be careful. Do not hamper the privacy concern, and try to be follow the laws. Sensitive content, do not put sensitive content, or do not create sensitive content as well, which would be harmful or disrespectful. Vagueness, being too vague to ambiguous, lead to results that do not meet your expectation. When you are giving the inputs, be specific, be clear, and be objective. What you want, you should ask that. Overall complex request. Okay, if you have a complex request, divide it to make it simple, but don't put everything into one prompt. It will not good. Unrealistic expectation, like if you give something and the image is not so good and you are looking something which is not real, means it cannot possible. Um, if you ask them to make the human legs or replace the human legs with the what a goat leg, it can do that, but those things are creating the system bit fuzzy. So because each time whenever we are generating some image, we are giving some instruction, behind that there are machine learning algorithms that are also learning. So if you make a wrong inputs, wrong thing, the biasness towards wrong inputs will be there. So unrealistic expectation and inputs always create fuzzy in the model. Legal and ethical restrictions should follow. Standard guidelines you should follow. Cultural sensitivity, do not use which are sensitive from different cultures. Next is tweaking. Once I give you all these instructions, then tweaking is there. Tweaking is a concept of adjustment of the existing pictures. Okay. So you can tweak the color, you can reduce, crop the background, resizing the model or the picture, uh, and retouching. Retouching means if that is damaged somewhere, some painting, you can recreate those things. Filter and effects also you can apply to develop it very well. Sharpen the pictures. do the layer adjustment, which is mostly used in Photoshop, restore the whole picture. Everything can be done in retweak. So one of the popular picture is Konark Temple. I am trying to retweak that, and I gave the input as Konark Temple and asked to make it uh, complete. What should we look like if it is completed or it is not damaged? So it is created this kind of a temple. I know it is not similar because this temple is in Nagar style. Konark temple is in Kalingan architecture style. So it is different, but it tried to develop something. So I asked again, can you retweak and create better by doing some new concept called outpainting? Outpainting means it extends its artwork and restore the damages. So based on this, when I instruct it restore, it use some Konark wheels everywhere and try to make it more Kalingan style. But yes, it bit use the Sikhar style as Kalingan architecture, but still the temple architecture looks like an Nagar structure. So that means I understand the Del E is not very familiar with Kalingan architecture. So they're developing this. So the side temples are very similar to Kalingan style, but the main temple, again, they put into Nagar style. So whatever they understand, based on that, they develop this. So what it did, it extend the artwork by using lot many photos, try to restore the damaged images and recreate the whole image. Creative editing is there, okay, which enhance the senses. Now, when they are adding the new frames or new stuffs, you can change the style, pattern. You can do that. Like if somebody is doing the movie stuff or somebody is doing the research, they do changes during the processes. And they also increase the uh, aspect. Here I increase the aspect 1024 to 1024. That means it is more clean, more accurate. Okay. And it can generate new frames. Okay. So these things, when you give the instructions, you need to give that to the daily. Now, one thing, when you are uploading the image, upload own image editor from own image editor, okay, or which are not copyright images. Now, this image I got from internet and I say, is it a copyright? No, it's not a copyright image. So I uploaded and trying to tweak it. So when you do that, that's fine. If you upload a copyright image, what will happen? You can get a notice, okay? Because each time when you are doing the generation, they also doing the filtering and check whether the image is copyright or not copyright, okay? So image creation elements using different techniques as well. Now, apart from all these 12 techniques, we have different techniques which is useful to create a very good image. It is called diffusion, resources, and repetition, parameters, weighting terms, and versions. So diffusion means it is mix and match multiple stuff. Repetition means you can add multiple stuff and create a good image, okay? And resources means whatever you are giving from your resources. So those informations are there. So here you can see what are the meaning of that. In physical sense, diffusion refers to a process by which molecules intermingle as a result of their kinetic energy of random motion in the context of heat, light, and fluid. It describes the spread of the particle across the gradient. Now that is the definition from the physics. But in digital world, in digital image and graphics, diffusion can refer to algorithm use simulate the disappearance of the light color across pixels. So you put different colors, add them, mix match them, change the lighting, and you will get some new kind of images. Repetition in programming of repetition, put into a loop and try to make it more better, more better. Weighting terms, like when you do your mobile photography, you take that and try to put more contrast, more filters. So that's how the weights are happening and it create. Similarly, resources, like resources means you are giving your time, effort, on pictures, thoughts. Those are resource investment to create an image. Parameters, obviously parameters linked to the model, which kind of natural NNM, natural language processes you are using, or which kind of a neural network you are using. So based on that, you understand what is the parameters you need to give as input. Based on that, you'll get a good output, and obviously version. Version is very useful to understand a particular product, to call a particular product. So those stuff are there. Finally, art of crafting query of ChatGPT is a art. Now, crafting, as you mentioned, if you go to any village of craft village, like if you are in Bhubaneswar nearby, there are many places where the crafts are happening. Like you go Pipili or you can go towards the whole area. So the craftsman is very accurate and he has an image in his mind. So when they are sculpting a stone, the stone is like in a very raw form, but that image in his the sculptor's mind. So he remove all the uh, unnecessary stuff from the stone. We call that attenuation. They put more clarity, okay, repetition. They add repetitive work to clean and make it more perfect, okay, in a loop manner. They put some colors, some features. They try some materials to make it preserve, and they put some chemicals to glow it. All this stuff a craft person has, and he do that stepwise manner. Similarly, in chat GPT or in Dell E, when you are developing one diagram or image or a picture, it should be like art of crafting. Query for chat GPT. Your query, it should be like a craft person query. You develop something, then you change that based on your understanding. Understand the user query, structure the response. Now, when you become a prompt engineer, you need to understand the user query. So somebody come, let it be, it's a negative example, but I can give it somewhere some theft happened. So they come and somebody already saw that thief, and you need to develop that thief face. So you need to first understand the user query, clarify or ask the question, what are the context? Okay. And then, so I'll try to develop somebody's face here. I don't know how it will develop, but let's try. Structure, response, then tone, style, positive, all those stuff, and engaging the user who is seeing. What are the visual aids? How you can, if there are error, how you can handle. Okay. And then ask follow-up questions. Okay. So which picture should we develop? Okay, develop an image of a Indian person, and what is the age? Approximately Indian person of age 24, 25 years. How much age he looks like? So now you can tweak if you want to change his nose, his eyes, his eyebrows, lips, or chin, cheek, whatever you want, you can change, and slowly, slowly it will be more accurate. Okay. So it's interesting. If anybody can spend good amount of time, it can happen. So that's a art of crafting of the images. So now this one image was developed by me. I am trying to understand. There is a movie came like um, what is called Kali 22898. Okay. So I need to understand from the image, like from the AI, that in 2998, how is the cities? So it create a city like this. Okay. So you can see everything is very energetic. Energy are everywhere. We cannot see any greenery anywhere. Okay. So by that time, the air pollution is so high, people cannot live outside of the city. They always live inside the city. There will be connection in between the building to building. The vegetation may happen inside the buildings. Okay. And everything will be like solar energy and all the stuff is happening. People will use this kind of a very high speed vehicles to move from one place to other place. But if I take that, okay, I want to create a very good village and natural in nature. Okay. So the other option it gives to me like this. This may be another option for a ideal village where people live. Okay. So this is how it will go on and on. There are some keywords which you can use when you are do the image prompting. Tranquility, vibrant, mystic, elegance, all these keywords are there. So how much keywords you understand that will useful for to image processing or image prompting.
So hope you enjoyed our today's session. If you like this video, then do like, share and subscribe our channel.